Good morning, everybody. It's me, Thomas, founder of Extra Hand, co-founder of Market Kicks. We're getting the day started. Um, cool things going on today. We're actually going to be going out and about, making some content. We're going to round up all of our vehicles that are, beautifully displayed. I got one of the guys and his wife coming. Me and my significant other, and we're just going to be going out today, and we're going to get in different areas, and we're basically just going to be generating some content. We're going to be letting you guys know handful of things. We're going to talk about branding. We're going to talk about Brandon and his experience working with Extra Hand. We're probably going to give you guys some insight of the wives and significant others of people that work with Extra Hand. Unfortunately, Carlos won't be able to make it with us today, and not a huge deal. Carlos is not a fan of being on camera, but I'm gonna get him one of these days. He don't know it. Come June, July, his 2-year mark, he's getting on his camera with me. I've come to a realization this morning that I've inspired a lot of people, so I want to continue inspiring people. I want to express to people how to build their companies. I want to express to people, the grit that you got to have to be able to build a company. I want to shed some light on, things that we're doing behind the scenes at Extra Hand. I want to shed some light on some of the stuff that we're doing over at Market Kicks. We're just going to be illuminating the space today. That's kind of what we're doing. It's going to be a day of enlightenment and content. I've been fortunate to get this whole thing up and running and to the point that it's at. We got some people out there that believe in us. We got some people out there that want to see us fail. And you're going to have that. I don't care what space you're in. You're going to have people that just don't believe in you and what you got going on. You got people out there that, believe in everything that you got going on and think the most of, what you got going on. And you got people out there that you're going to inspire. And, one thing about inspiration, I don't take inspiration lightly. I want to see people succeed. I want people to know I can do it. I want people to have a I can attitude. I can't stand people who say I can't. I can't stand people who think, here when they're this capable, There's a lot of things at play. I think another thing I'm going to talk about today is I'm going to basically tell people why this company started. I'm going to tell them how it started and things of that nature. And I got a little bit of inspiration on that from another local company. I seen a video of theirs this morning, and I thought it was pretty cool that they got on there and talked about how they started and things of that nature. And I think they watch our stuff, and I think they were inspired about me getting on camera and saying, hey, this ain't for everybody, and they kind of exemplified that, and I agree. Starting a business is not for everybody. I wouldn't take it lightly. I know everybody hears the chickens in the background. I'm watching them run around and stuff as I'm doing this, so it's pretty funny. We got roosters and chickens and goats and all kind of stuff over there. The kids like it. It's like they got their own personal petting zoo. But that's kind of what we got going on today, man. I'm gonna take you guys into the backside of Market Kicks. I'm gonna take you guys into the back end of Extra Hand. Later down the line, I'm definitely gonna be showing people things that they can do to take their company to the next level. And I'll scratch the surface right now for everybody. Number one, if you're starting a company, I don't care how good you are at what you do. If somebody can't find you, they can't hire you. Therefore, if you're trying to get something going out there and somebody can't find you to hire you, And honestly, there's a few ways people find you and are able to hire you. Facebook, Google, other social media channels, so forth and so forth. It doesn't matter if you get up and make content and stuff like that, because when you first start doing it, nobody's going to see it, nobody's going to notice, and nobody's going to care. At the end of the day, nobody cares. Like, you got to remember that while you're doing all this, you can't be doing this to seek attention and stuff of that nature. I think I post stuff all the time and I might get 2 or 3 likes or whatever. I don't care about all that. I do all this just to do it, you know. I don't want to say I'm bored, because I never get bored. I always got a million things to do. I mean, I build websites, I build landing pages, I'm running a whole home service company. Like I don't have time for boredom. And in the midst of all this stuff that I'm doing, I got kids that I'm raising, you know. So there's no such thing as being bored in my book. One thing about me is I don't sit idle for too long. I am constantly on the grind of, you know, procuring more, and ultimately at the end of the day, like I've told you guys before, all I want to do is inspire people and let people know that they can do it, and help people along their journey, you know. I haven't had very much help along my journey. So, you know, one thing I always said to myself is that once I put myself in a position to where I can be able to help people along their journey, whether it's, you know, personally or inadvertently, I definitely was going to do that. So that's enough of that for right now. That's what's going on today. Brandon, y'all know who Brandon is. He's been on camera with me and stuff before. One of the top guys here at Extra Hand. He's actually going to be, you know, taking the company over in the future. While I continue building the company in the background, obviously I'm going to show face and do stuff of that nature. But Brandon, you know, he's definitely going to be taking over. And if he doesn't take over the whole company, he'll definitely be taking over a location for the company. I believe Brandon loves working with me. Me and Brandon were best friends when we were kids. So it's amazing to be able to catch up, you know, now that we're adults and we got kids and things of that nature, and we're able to collaborate and work on things and build our future together. And so I think that's pretty cool. And you know, ultimately I'm grateful that we cross paths again and are able to see eye to eye on things. I'm sure he gets aggravated with me with some of my nonsense, and he knows I get aggravated with him with some of his. But ultimately, you know, we're all working together, striving for something bigger, you know. And I don't care who you are. I don't care what kind of company you're running. I don't care what you're doing. You can't do it by yourself. I don't care what it is. You can't do it by yourself. It takes a team. I never wanted to be the face of this thing. That's a cool little fun fact. I never wanted to be the face of the company. I never really cared to do everything a certain way. Cool little thing is when I initially on set to do this thing, I wanted people to hire Extra Hand, not me. Our business cards don't have my name on it. When people email us, it ain't my email. It's a team email, you know. When people reach out to us, I want it to be in a position to where anybody can pick up that phone, and all the person on the end of that phone that's reaching out to us is looking for is an Extra Hand. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to continue giving an extra hand to everybody. We're going to continue building in public. At least I am anyways. And every chance I get to include the people that are, you know, with me and behind me on this journey, I'm going to include them, because they deserve the credit just as much as I deserve the credit, you know. this whole thing took more than me. It didn't happen overnight, and it didn't take more than me. And I'm gonna make sure that everybody that's behind me or with me understands that they're just as much as part of this as I am. Everybody knows I ain't in this for the money. I give more stuff away than some of these, you know, so called charity organizations. That's what it's all about. We're gonna continue on out throughout the day, and stay tuned. We got tons of stuff getting created, tons of stuff that's gonna be, you know, chopped and screwed to a degree of you know, presenting ourselves to you. I'm not really looking for an audience, so whoever finds us and whoever we're for and whoever continues to watch us, cool. At the end of the day, I don't care if you like, subscribe, share, whatever. I'm gonna do what I'm doing regardless. And believe it or not, I gotta tell you guys a story about that. I actually got a job like that one time. I'll just tell you real quick. I was out doing an estimate for a client, big, I don't want to say big job, but decent sized job, doing a bathroom, and it turned into a bunch of other stuff. And, you know, while I was at this estimate talking to the client, I pretty much flat out told him, I said, man, you can, you know, hire somebody else and they can come do this for 40 grand, or you can hire us for the little bit less that we're going to do it for. And, you know, and we'll be here. But at the end of the day, I don't care if you hire us or not. I'm going to go find something to do. So that's the cool thing about me. I'm always going to find something to do. I don't care what it is, what's going on. I don't care what's in the bank account. I don't care about none of that. All I care about is just enjoying my day, because I had plenty of days that I couldn't enjoy, you know, growing up and before all this started. But that's enough of that. We'll get into all that another day. I probably won't post none of that on, you know, the business Facebook or anything, but you'll definitely find it on our YouTube channel. We're gonna be bringing a lot of stuff to the light this year. I got a personal brand that I'm working on, so there'll definitely be more there than you're gonna see on the Extra Hand page. And you know, at the end of the day, we're not striving to be like anybody. We're just striving to inspire and to continue building in public. And I'm gonna do that whether it's Extra Hand, Market Kicks, my personal brand, whatever. And don't think for one second, you know, I'm teaching my kids about brand. I'm teaching my kids about finances. I'm teaching my kids everything I can. They won't accept it all, and they get aggravated with it sometimes, but don't think for one second. I make them sit down and watch and learn stuff about business, especially while I'm learning. You know, I'm constantly learning. I don't know everything. I never will know everything, but I damn sure can keep learning. That's enough for now. Stay tuned. We're gonna get the rest of the stuff out today, and yeah.